everybody, my name's Blue Pastel Wings and you guys can call me Blue for short. If you guys are new here, I used to work at a play cafe as a party host. Even though I don't work there anymore, I still like ranting about it, so I hope you guys enjoy my rants. This is a disclaimer that I forgot to put on my other video. I'm not normalizing everybody's experience or everybody in general. Some people are really lovely. This is just a few stories about what I've experienced with rude customers. So basically, start off, I'm just going to give you guys a quick explanation of what we did in the parties, just because this is very important to the story. First of all, they'd either ring up or come in and we would get the booking and would throw it into like the available times that they were allowed. So we would have separate party rooms. I think there were about 5 party rooms, and those 5 party rooms would be used 3 times a day. So probably one at around 10 and then another one at around 12. So that would give enough time for cake, food and cleanup. And then at 2 there would be the last party. You would have an hour and a half in the party room, and then once you guys leave you have half an hour to like get all your stuff out and either go to another table in the play center and go home. This was for everything. We couldn't change our schedules on the day unless there was no other parties around, but we still don't like changing our schedules. So for this story, these people were in the middle party, so they were probably meant to be there at around 12. So basically before 12 I normally set up the party room and I would put all the plates and like all the drinks, and I wouldn't bring anything else down until the people got there. When I was finished, it was probably around 12:10. I just checked with some of the senior staff members to see if the party got there yet, just because I wanted to make sure everything was done, and if they were there, I wanted to know where they were. So I got told that they weren't there yet. At this point, they were probably running around 10 minutes late. I guess that was fine. I kind of just let it go. I was like, okay, well, they might be in traffic. Like, it is a Saturday and everybody goes to parties on Saturday. Like, I get it. Some of the guests were arriving. It wasn't like there was nobody there. And we also had a party after this party, so they couldn't change the time at all. I was increasingly getting more nervous over time as I kept on running into the party room and like trying to check if they were there or they accidentally didn't like book in, or they got past the gate and stuff like that. Then 45 minutes later, I'm not kidding, that's nearly an hour after the party start, these parents show up and they didn't even have a good excuse. They just were like, oh, we wanted to get her hair done. And they're like, oh yeah, the appointment was at 12, so it was okay. That was when you were meant to be here. An appointment doesn't take 10 minutes. Not like they wouldn't have known, because we did call up in advance. We always asked the people, when your party is. The parents were saying yes, because we have it written down. We would log it to make sure. They didn't tell us to either move the time or anything. So I was like, whatever, at least they're here now. Now, because they were like 45 minutes late, I had to grab the food really quickly, so I had to tell the kitchen staff to make, and I brung it down as soon as possible. Now, I was serving these kids that were like really hungry, so they ate a lot, and even though it did happen quick, it was still not enough time to finish off the party. So after that, because it was probably like 1:15 by the time I finished making food and they only had 15 minutes left for the party until I had to clean the room, I told the parents that they probably have to have cake outside, like in one of the tables. I was just kicking them out of the party room, not the building. So it should have been fine and the cake was still going to be in the fridge and everything. But these parents got really upset with me. They said a few things. They weren't like swearing or anything, but they were really upset that I wouldn't let them in a party that they were late for another hour. I went back and asked my manager and he said that, well, they have to be out. So I did tell them that they had to be out, but they just didn't want to leave. Like, they said they were leaving and I was like, oh, okay, all good. And then they'd come to the front desk and be like, oh, when's our cake? At this time, it was probably like 1:45 because I stopped serving them completely after that. The other parent comes in for the party room and I still haven't been able to kick these people out. And I'm literally so grateful for this parent because she was so chill about it. And she was like, oh no, it's fine. I can just do another party room. Thank the Lord for this person. So I kind of still had to cut the cake and all that because we didn't really want a bad review to be left. And while I was cutting the cake, they were still making snarky remarks and all that. And they were still kind of like talking about me behind my back, all because they were late for a party. I feel like it was more frustrating because I knew it wasn't even my fault and they were still acting like I could control the situation. So the moral of the story, I guess, is to not come to places late. It's just really frustrating when people come late. Like, I get if you're 10 minutes late and all that, but when you purposely come late and inconvenience everybody else when you could have helped it is when it gets really frustrating. And even the guests were sitting there waiting for the people, which was even more frustrating because I can deal with it, but these people were just trying to enjoy a party. Like, what happens if they had some other thing to go to right after? You can't just do that to people. Just because you decide to come an hour late does not mean that everybody has to revolve around you and your time schedule. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Yeah, sorry about me being more quiet this time. I'm still getting used to the microphone. If you have something planned tomorrow or you have something planned today, don't show up late and always be on time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and bye!